Here the sevenfold application is given as an example. One, application to parts of the earth. This is mystically called in the scriptures as the geography of the islands and the mountains and the rivers. It has nothing to do with our geography.
Nothing with
our geography of the physical plane earth. We find this description in the form of the divisions of the earth, the mountains on the earth and the rivers on the earth. But we'll filter the mystical side of it and we'll take the scientific side of it now because our time is short and we have to complete the course. I told you yesterday, take the North Pole of the earth and meditate it with your head center as the part of your head. Do it for some time. Immediately within no time, the whole meditation stands through time because you have achieved it. Samadhi is called achieving it. So when you apply it, it stands as an application of the correspondence. And all the consciousnesses that are working in the North Pole begin to work in your head. Because there is the relationship of the tree and the seed between the North Pole and your head. And then after about a few weeks, then you begin to meditate upon the South Pole and your base center, Mooladhara, correspond. All the forces that are working with the South Pole, they begin to work in your Mooladhara. Then take the equator and meditate it in your heart center. Heart center is not exactly located where the physical heart exists. Please be careful. Heart center will be located at the cave just below the cave of the ribs, where you find sensitive if you make it here. A man can be killed by giving a little blow here, if you know how to do it. Because the belts and the buckles between the physical layers and the other layers are held here. There are 7 buckles made by physical layers that cling to the etheric layers. We live in this physical body as long as these buckles are having their pressure and press. And when they are loosened, we have to leave our physical body and take our departure. That is what happens a few hours before we leave our physical body gradually. We will be conscious, we will be looking to persons, listening to things. We cannot respond. People, relatives and children, they come and say, "Do you see me?" We see them, but we can't say like this. So that is the center. It is called the cave. And it is represented by the mysterious belief, the cave. where the lion lives. It is called the sign of the Leo. Sign of the lion. So, that is the heart center, not heart. Not the anatomical heart. You will know how the sensation is if you just make it like this once. All the life centers are touched. If you touch, give a violent touch to this place. Yes, if you stroke, give a stroke, all the centers, vital centers will be touched. Normally just it goes like that, we are not conscious of it.
It's very close to the solar plexus. No?
Above, it is where the cage ends.
Yes.
Yes.
This is written in the spiritual astrology in Leo sign.
Yes, all these things. Under the Leo sign in spiritual astrology, I have given these things. And then, third meditation, meditate upon that center. And meditate upon the geometrical center of the earth globe. Under as the geometrical center of the ring of equator. Like that. And afterwards, gradually, you meditate upon the rod of spinal column as the axis of the earth. You can do it, take 1 week for this, 1 week for this, 1 week for this, and 1 week for this, like that. This is called the application to the parts of the earth. There are masters and devas and the intermediaries working on those parts of the earth. And the corresponding centers of consciousness in you, which are potential and which in future prepare you as one among them, gradually taking up the bigger and bigger work on the planetary scale. These seeds are made to germinate and function. They are existing, sleeping in us as potentialities, just as the seeds sleeping in a packet in the room of the gardener. The seeds are to be taken and placed in the soil properly. Then they begin to germinate. This is the first application, called the parts of the earth. Of course, mere knowledge of this begins to stimulate certain things in us. Therefore, this is kept secret. And it is not published, worked out as a worked out form in any books. And about the matter, we have the pledge of secrecy. That is, we should not speak much about this in the public. And if we attempt to speak, there will be automatically a wheel thrown upon our mind by nature, and we will be speaking some other thing except this. You can attempt. Pledge of secrecy means that does not mean you should keep it secret, but you cannot help keeping it a secret. You can try any number of times. And if you attempt to make it a book, you will write something about this, but you cannot reveal this. You can attempt and try and tell me after 1 year. This is called the living book, the sevenfold application, about which we find the 7 stanzas of the book of Jnana. And a commentary of these 7 stanzas is what we call the big volumes of the secret doctrine. So, this is the first application.